I'm in charge. That's not a good way to start.
That's the way it goes. Oh God. Let me see. I'm gonna check the channel. Look at that thumbnail. Look at that thumbnail, bro. Good
Can I
job,
go to
Matt.
it?
No, you don't need to see it. It's there. It works. All right. Well, I need to do something real quick before I open this up. And since it's, e-bike centric, what I'm gonna do is zip tie up the wiring on this thing. I've been having a lot of problems with the rattling. I'm pretty sure it's the battery. I thought for a while it was the controller, and I went live on that XP Lite JW Black 2.0, and it just kept rattling. And I'm pretty sure it's the battery. Let me see.
Those little spacers
Yeah, the
usually
sticker stuff, right?
come out when you go to pull the battery out, and then I found if you get the ones from like the furniture that go on the bottom of your chairs, you can kind of trim that down a little bit, and they stick great.
All right, that's something to do, I guess. I just don't want it banging up against my frame, right? If I thought for a minute it was the controller, and eventually it would just pop. But no, it's this. What can you see?
Hold on. It's cold in my garage.
It's cold here in Florida, and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but I'm in
Just the
Colorado,
same.
son. We have snow.
What do you say? Do you do snow sports?
So I used to snowmobile. If it didn't have a motor attached to it, I was not.
Refuse to
was
participate.
Yep. I'm like Ricky Bobby. I just want to go fast.
Heard. Agreed. I had somebody asking me about, I don't even remember where the comment was. I didn't have time to find it, but like they're talking to me about refining how I cut down my zip ties and making them flush and all this stuff. It's like, yeah,
There's a
I
special
put it
pair
up
of
to the
pliers.
flag. Yeah. Well, there's like the hand grip things that pull them tight and then snip them real clean. There's that stuff. There's all sorts of things, but like after a while, you're just like, I need a more universal tool to do this stuff. I don't want to be messing around.
Half this time I spent 30 minutes just looking for the tool I just had 5 minutes ago. So, a zip tie tool probably would get lost. Hey, how do
It's just a
I
waste of
respond to people
space.
on here?
I don't know if we can chat it out, but you can see them. Can you see the
I can
comments?
see them. Yeah.
Yeah, just talk to them.
Ah, cool. Okay, that's better. Hey, road trip buddy. Man, apparently I can't read this morning. I was up editing till 3:30 in the morning, so reading's difficult.
How are the sales on the bike?
They are absolutely fantastic. We are getting calls almost daily to ship bikes out. So the good part about him is he's not going to do any pre-orders. So if we run out of bikes, he will recommend another company that has a very similar bike if they have bikes in stock.
Save yourself the onslaught.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that culture got washed when, who got whatever happened.
Yeah.
I hope anyway. All right. There's always going to be that concerned customer situation, but just
It's part of the deal though when what people don't understand in this game is the sheer amount of
this, right?
time and cost. Yeah.
It's that.
Well, it's also on the side. So what'll happen is that'll shake back and forth on the end. So if you put one on the side, kind of back towards where it plugs in, or not where it plugs in, but
Right here?
yeah, right there, right there. Yeah, put
So
one there,
here and
one there,
here.
and one on the bottom. Yeah.
I don't have those. I
did
have like this stuff, and I think I'm gonna use it now and then come back again and do it.
Yeah, I put them on. I've got a XP Lite a white one right there that I had to do that too. It's a brand new bike, and I took the battery out um, for a customer and had to switch them.
Was it then they used to put like those little white felt stickers on these things?
Yeah, those are the ones when you pull them out, it just rolls them up into a ball, and then you got to
Oh,
put both feet on the bike to get the battery out.
that's right. I forgot about that. I think I
Yeah,
did a video on that. I'm pretty sure I
yeah.
did a video doing that. I've seen a lot of e-bikes.
In the short amount of time, I have seen a tremendous amount, and uh, I'm still tiny, compared to the goat, the one, the only Matt from Electric All Wheel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The the only Matt I know on YouTube. I'm just
There you
saying.
go. Yeah. Don't worry, Tail Happy. We all respect you and glorify you in your name. Amen.
Yes. Even though you didn't respond to my email, still love you, bro. If
Okay.
that dude replied to every email, I think he wouldn't have time to review any bikes.
Can't even imagine. I know what I get, and it's an insane amount of email. But it's a mix because of the business, right?
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
then
Same.
there's this part which is totally different, but it's all under that same name right now.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
All right. I'll be right back. Hold on. I can still hear you.
Okay. So the next thing on the agenda is to open this up. What are you looking to do? You're gonna
Oh,
triple battery this thing?
please hold. So, what my plan is I said is to pull the balancer out of here and either, yeah, right there, you got the same thing, and either replace the balancer or add a balancer. And that's why I called you, because you're the knower of all things when it comes to batteries. And I'm going
I'm in
to
the
put a 20 amp hour battery in uh, the bike case. Big is a Big Papa bag.
oh yeah, yeah.
Shout
Make sure
out to
and get
Matt at Electric
yeah.
All Wheel for the Big Papa bag and MIK
Okay. Let's see what we got here.
that are also on his site. Just saying. Cheap plug.
It's well said though. I gotta remember, I gotta get in there and make sure I write it down. Okay.
You got to put it in the description, huh?
Here's what I brought out just to see. This is the DX3. This is the 60 amp dual battery kit. I brought two sets of 10 AWG wiring, and then I brought out this is the balancer that mimics the specs on the Predator.
Okay.
Right, so it's the top end of whatever you need. What I'm trying to do now is, um, actually I got one, but it's not working because the USB-C channel doesn't work, but I can show it to you. So it's wait, that's not it. 10 to 90 volts. It is a
Your
USB.
foil.
Oh, there you go. USB-C.
There you go.
All right, so it's 10 to 90 volts in, 5 volt, 3 amp out, USB-C female, and then USB. And this is so you can run it up. I actually did a video yesterday, and when I went to test this thing, the recess on this port isn't long enough, so it wasn't making contact with a lot of them.
Oh,
However,
gotcha.
the entire concept worked, and the notion would be to just use an adapter off an output for the controller on one of these balancers, and then plug this in. So it'll be straight power from your battery system for USB, instead of trying to run it through the cable harness, which we all know is horrible. You can't get enough current to charge anything. The downside is it eats up one of the outputs for dual battery or dual motor. Sorry, it was the controller output. But if it doesn't matter, then it's worth getting the dual input, dual output so you can actually have a port to access your battery power in some manner without having to cut in.
So on your controller, because I watch your videos, on the controller, that is has ring connectors on the end of it where it ties into the actual controller, the balancer does. So my question was on that situation, if you replace the entire balancer, you're either gonna have to cut those ends off and put ring terminals on them, which would take 2 seconds, but, or you would adapt that over. The suspense is killing me, dog.
Okay. So here, yeah, what you would need and or want to do is to adapt a piece off of here.
You might shift your camera a little bit to the left.
There
There
you
you go.
go.
Perfect. Yeah,
So
that's
you
better.
were, let me get this right on top of here. So yes, this balancer is built specifically for this bike. So it's going into these terminals on the controller,
Yep.
and you would have to get an adapter of some type. And mostly what you'll find me doing is sacrificing items. I'll
Use
take
one of your cables.
the cable set and just do it. The
So
trick is you're gonna have to make these ends, but I mean, there's plenty. There's some solder
I
seal stuff. There's a crimp ends. There's all sorts of
yeah,
stuff out there.
I'd probably use the shrink solder ends just to keep it as waterproof as possible.
The trick also would be if I'm looking at it and I'm doing it, I want to maintain all factory parts. So I would make this on your own, right? So whatever the adaptation is, just make it.
And then
Don't
connect to
sacrifice any of this
your X.
stuff. Yeah, and then so your
Oh,
your
right, yeah, yeah,
adapter
yeah.
piece would be just basically you'd cut here. If the idea was I use this stuff, I would cut here, use these ends, and then put XT90 on this end. But the reality is, I would just make this piece. Um, I would go find these
Terminals.
connectors and get all of it done. Put the terminals on the end. Make sure that your
Yep.
pos neg if it's correct. And if you're using our stuff, you have to know the
XT90.
sides of the XT90. So positive is always the flat side, with the tapered being the negative.
Okay.
That's that. You
So
know how much I like my heat gun and my solder seals. So
last time I tried to use those, and I might have just got cheap ones, but I melted the the wire before the solder would warm up enough.
this is jam packed.
So would you would replace that um, with a 3 output balancer, is what you're saying?
If I mean, honestly, with this spacing, I wouldn't try and do anything in here. Like
Try
I'm
and do everything
really
external.
regretting. Yeah, I would. I'm regretting even being in here.
So when
So
you
I
did
would.
when you
I
did that
would
the
forget all
first
that.
time, you pushed the controller in, and then the balancer was on its side sitting against the controller.
Okay, here we go. Let me drop this. I'm trying to get wedged so I can get down and see it. And I'm wearing my new glasses because I'm blind. It keeps
Bro,
happening so fast.
I just ordered a set of the uh, whatever the video ones are, and my buddy's putting a prescription in them because I'm that old. I'm like,
Yeah.
really? I can't just have cool glasses anymore.
And then you're saying the balancer was here, right?
It was yeah. So
Vertical
if
on
you
the side,
yeah, so if
right
you
next
slide
to
that
it.
all the way in, then it just was yeah sideways. It wasn't at the front. It was actually on the side where your hand is right now.
Or here on the left. Why is it so hard now?
so hard not to follow that up with a comment. Just saying.
Well, I was feeling adventurous this day. I know that.
You didn't have anything else to do this morning, did you?
No, fine. No, I didn't turn this thing around. There it is. Oh my goodness.
All aboard the struggle bus this morning. What'd you do with the controller or the balancer?
It's in there.
Is it in the front?
On the side.
Oh, as long as it's on the
Yeah.
inside, that's all that matters.
Oh my God.
I appreciate you. Oh, careful! Don't loop that. Thought we were friends. I think it makes it more watertight if you pinch a wire in there. Yeah,
Well, at
that's what
least
I
to make
heard.
it so you can't get back in.
Oh, don't drop those.
Never to be found again.
Yeah. At least they're not in the AstroTurf.
Surprisingly, it's a lot easier. You just run a magnet over that crap and it's done.
Right. I told Scott in his new building he's going to have to put AstroTurf down just for old time's sake. So
He's
we'll
got
see if
it.
he does
He's
it or
got it
not.
in front of the mural.
Does he?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Well, good. At least he listened to me. He said he's bringing his dogs in, so that'll help too.
I think he said he was going to put it down for sound deadening. So that's good. So, what would I do? Right here, as I'm looking at this, this is your battery out, right? Is the other
Right.
plug for XT90, and it goes in the backside here on the controller compartment. I would take that and then follow. So your problem is going to be the rear suspension. So you follow the wire line. Is typically what I do, right? And that'll get you here into the basket or into your bag, and that's where I would have my second balancer, and I would just run dual set wires all the way up. And that way you save yourself the trouble of being here, and then you just intercept with another line. So you'll bring one inside, right? But it's no more or less than what's already there because you've already got your cable here. So you just double up. You have two balancers. Don't try it. Don't even worry about this because it would. You saw in there. It's not gonna. It's not gonna
Not
work.
going to fit.
Not gonna work at all.
Not going to work. So would you, where that top two batteries plugged into the balancer, would you unplug it and then run your cable out and then split it in
Yeah,
the
I
bag
would
and then
take the
come back
line.
into
Yeah, the line that's coming out for this battery, I would take
right?
it and then bring it into the line for the wiring and then run it up to the
Gotcha.
bath. I mean, right here is a good spot, right? If you don't mind jumping at this pivot point for the suspension, like if
Right.
you got it out here and then came in and then just brought it up here, that's a pretty good line. Lots of stuff to attach to. It fits the flex and fold that is already on the factory bike right here at the cabling. And then you have this support that you can wrap around. And then once you're here, you're pretty much home free for the bag.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's what I would
Then
do.
that way you're not cutting anything either. So you would just be you'd unplug the top 2 battery and then run the other one.
Yeah, you got to get a cable. You got to get a cable from your rear rack bag back into the controller housing.
Right. Okay. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Rochester. What's up, Matt? I just watched Generation E-Bikes video yesterday. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Oh, is it starting? It's starting. Did you know that it may snow here?
What?
Believe it or not, man.
E-
Like,
End of days? Does it ever snow down there? Has
I
it
think it's.
ever?
I mean, not that I think no, I've never seen it. Not here, but I've seen snow. Right? I've been in snow. So yeah.
I'm gonna come down
Uh,
there in June, brother. So you better be ready. We're
I
making
hear
a
you.
trip down for
All the
uh
e-bikes.
yeah, we're gonna I said I told the wife, I said, "Wow, we're gonna have to figure out how to get a bike down there because I don't think Matt has any that I could ride."
That's a lot. And if I don't have it, I know somebody that knows somebody.
Oh, there you all right. I'm in. We gotta go do a night ride because I haven't done well, it's too cold here to do a night ride. For you, 50 is cold, but out here it gets like 4 degrees at nighttime.
Be kind. Be kind. What's this doing? I forget about the horn.
Dude, the horns are loud on that bike. Horn, not horns. I love that blue color. I wanted a gray one after I saw it and wow, but I'm here to tell you, no matter what you guess, the colors that are gonna be the most popular means absolutely nothing.
Right. Uh, oh my gosh.
Mike
See,
Rochester said, "It's fun riding with Matt, but he doesn't do very good in drag races."
no, no, my man. See, the thing is you had a faster, more powerful bike. And with my powers, my human powers combined with those powers of the Ghost Cat FX4, I won against you and a dual battery, unlocked, unleashed Segway Cyber. And you can never, ever, ever, ever take that away from me. Yeah,
That's a celebration right there, son.
I did that. All other counts don't matter. And if we need a witness, somebody call Scott Hardesty because he was there too. Gotcha,
Dang,
Mike.
had the
Gotcha,
3
Mike.
goats all in one place, huh?
We were scooting around Chicago on fancy e-bikes.
Nice. You weren't going over, 28 miles an hour pedal assist, were you?
I don't do that kind of stuff.
That's what I thought.
At the advisement of my counsel, I plead the fifth.
Uh-oh, Mike threw you
Is
under
that
the bus. He's got video.
Yeah, I got video too. I got video of me winning. It's clear as day. I actually did like the sideways shot from the 360, and yeah, there were most of the times you won, as you should, because you were on a Segway Cyber dual battery. Like you should have won that. But truth be told, I, with the power of my legs and the will that I have, beat you in a head-to-head drag race while you were on a Segway Cyber. So
That's awesome. Hey, Mike, look what I got in the background right there. Boop. We're twinsies. Oh,
Oh
Sean
man,
Anderson, 4305 said, I got me a Magician Alpha for $1,800.
where? How did you do that? Tell us more.
Did that include the
Online?
cost of
That's probably
a
used. That's a
Sawzall and
used.
a cable cutter?
Be kind. There's always a story. I am curious though. I want to hear the answer regardless.
Somebody probably bought the bike and it was too big for him.
All right. I'm walking away to put this electric light up, but I think I can hear you.
All right.
So everybody just sit in suspense while I do the thing.
Mike Rochester said he lost the footage somehow. So you
I'm
winning
sure he
does not
did.
exist.
Good. That's okay because I have the footage.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Dang.
stored in like real special folder called Matt Beats Mike in Chicago.
On the Segway Cyber.
The Ghost Cat. Have you ever ridden a Ghost Cat, bro?
I have not.
All right, that
Nope.
thing is it's like it's super super light, right? And it just feels like it just wants to hop out from under you. But have you ever ridden a Jackrabbit?
No, I don't think I've ridden one of those either.
Okay.
Are
It's
they
like
the scooter style? That pedal?
it's not like that. It's just the feel. You know what I mean? Like it's super light,
Oh,
got a real good current output, just dumps real well. Like it's just nice, but it's not obviously as fast as a Segway Cyber, unless I'm riding it, of course.
you guys talk about that bike an awful lot. I'm gonna have to go out and ride Scott's around a little bit. You don't have one, do you?
A Cyber?
Yeah.
No, but I'm trying to work with Tampa Bay e-bikes. You should be able to hear me now. Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah, you're a little
No.
bouncy. Yeah, there you go.
All right, cool. I'm trying to work with Tampa Bay e-bikes, and they are a Segway dealer. Um,
Oh,
so all of the electric all-wheel alphas are now at Tampa Bay e-bikes, and then the alpha minis are going there as well. So they have 3 stores across the area, one in Dunedin, one in St. Pete, and one in I think it's South Tampa. Tampa. We'll just call it Tampa. And then they've got facility for distribution across the upper end of the peninsula. So pretty good for that, and they're able to transfer out so they can service a large swath of the area. And Florida is like the number 2 state for e-bike sales, so it's a good move for the bikes themselves, and hopefully for Magician too. But anyway, Tampa Bay e-bikes has Segway, so I'm hoping that I can get in there because the Segway only sells through dealers for the bikes. So you have to do it that way. Who was it?
see the answers here pretty quick.
Where are you? That's a better question. We probably know
Yeah.
'em.
What is your location?
Hmm.
Not exact location, just
No,
state.
no, no.
Ish.
Send me a pin,
City state.
bro. We're coming in.
Drop a pin where that bike's located. You had bought a bike for $1,800.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Hazers? Do you know him?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I I wouldn't do this.
Palm
Don't.
Coast.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep. Don't do
Don't do
the
don't do
balancer.
that. Yep.
That one.
Take it outside. And so there's 10 AWG, 12 AWG. 10 is on the all of the internal components to controllers, so just use that as well. You shouldn't have to. Your most difficult part will be getting
Pulling
something
those
through
cables
here.
out.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
even know if it'll be that. It's likely going to be getting the connector through. You may even have to cut it.
Oh, yeah. I'll
It'd be
mess with it
worth
and
it.
see what I can
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say it'd totally be worth it. I'll have to pull it apart. On my electric bike stand, I can actually lift mine up and then just tip it back and then just stare at it.
I know. I mean, once you pull the other one, you'll be able to figure out what's what. Like it had to get through there somehow. You know what I mean?
Dang, son, wind's blowing out there.
Yeah, it is. It's really bad. Well, wintry bad. I'm just feeling sorry for myself because it's going to be cold. Let's be honest.
It's gonna be your cold. It's not our
It's
cold.
snow, bro. It's snow. Like they said, snow for real. Like, you know
Mm.
what I mean?
You're gonna have you're gonna have to do a live walk around, build a little tiny baby snowman.
Right.
That bike looks heavy.
Hey, let me see the dash of the Rabbit. Let me see the handlebars and all the goodies.
Where is it? All right, please hold. Um, I gotta switch this around. Oh, uh, so
Look at that bike stand.
she's a beaut, Clark.
You're so professional.
Yeah, I'm something anyway. Uh, so those are those kick-ass pedals, or those are those great pedals. Sorry, that I was never a snob before, and now I am.
All right, all right.
So quarter twist throttle, trigger shifter, same. The handlebars are the BMX style handlebars. I did change out the neck because the other one had moved. So I think I may just go to a solid neck anyway. But and then
Why you? Is it like goofy to you? I mean, it looks.
it's
I don't
it,
know. I,
it's tall because it's a smaller bike. It's a 20-inch bike, so it just seems kind of weird. Yeah,
yeah.
but I don't know. With the I put a 1 inch. It comes with a 1 inch spacer here anyway, but I put that one on, and then you can almost do a straight one. These bars are actually really tall. So sitting on this, my arms are straight out.
Well, I
Let's
like
just try.
them. I think I like them better, like that version, versus this style.
Yeah,
Right, like the straight tube with the weld. Like I like that curved, nice uniform body situation.
and I want to say they're about 2 inches taller. So on mine, on my Escape, it's tipped all the way up, and it's still a little bit low for me. But on this one, I because the bars come up more here,
Mhm.
it looks like, it actually is really comfortable and you can come straight out instead of tipping this part all the way up like on yours. But mine's the same way. Here, I'll show you. Ah, see, it's turned all the way up.
Yeah.
There's my mini goat tool bench.
How's that?
Dude,
Which is not. Yeah.
I love this bike. And I have the 20 amp top battery that I took off because it's a little more fun with a little less weight.
No doubt.
And then I
That was all that.
got
You got them
so
everywhere, dude.
hanging.
Where do you keep your inventory?
So since we are a mobile company, here, let me switch this around. We are a mobile company because Denver's so expensive. I have, I think, 10 or 12 bikes in our trailer, and then we set up mobile test rides. So people come to us. Will either meet us at the park or we can go to their location. Usually they have family and stuff that comes over, and then they get to test ride them, see what they want, and then buy them right there on the spot. So we're set up completely mobile, which is awesome. But yeah, most of the bikes are in the trailer, and then it's getting a little bit out of hand now. So I'm gonna have to start selling bikes or
Yeah.
shipping them down to you so you can store them for me.
Hey, I see this comment in here, and I wanna address it before it goes too far. Uh,
Yes, sir.
when hazers had the handlebars come loose, that was an installation error, was it not?
So I always, always, always Loctite the handlebar stuff, blue Loctite. Don't use red, you'll never get it apart. But I do make sure I put Loctite on them, and then I make sure they're, you know, tight. So in in my opinion, uh, I don't think that was a failure on the component necessarily, unless it
No,
broke and snapped.
no. I mean, and that has to be before the accident, right? And I don't think that's the way it went down.
I don't think
And
so either. I, you know, and it's possible maybe he did really cinch him down and stuff. I don't know. I've had components fail before, but I also double check my stuff every time I go out. For the most part.
well, there's also the risk of having stripped the screw and not being paying attention to that. And I'm not saying that's what happened, but
Yeah,
I see what I see, and that's all.
yeah. Oscar Vaughn,
So
hi. We got a bunch of people kind of rolling in now. Sean Anderson, 4305, that bought the Alpha, said he had a wired Predator for sale too. That's Matt's favorite bike. He rides that one everywhere. Right, buddy?
I have
Yeah.
one, but no, no, I ride the Alpha. I pull out the Warrior sits right next to it, so I ride that too. But I ride that when I ride the Warrior, I know that I'm going to be routing by myself. Typically, believe it or not, sidewalks and stuff because that's where the least amount of people are, and then
Right.
roadway. And then Magician Alpha is where I know that I'm gonna be in a pedestrian heavy area. I'm gonna be trail because it's just quiet, and I like riding it a lot. When I'm on the wire, just like I gun that thing just like I would with a badass exhaust. You know what I mean? If I had
Yeah.
that
That
5.7 or
bike's
something,
loud.
just yes. But I
It
love
is
it,
very loud.
and
Yeah.
it looks amazing. The color on the
So
Wicked Red is just ridiculous.
so I know I'll get some hate on this comment, but the um the E-Cells Monstar, that's one of the things I loved about that bike too, is it is those twin Hentok motors were loud, and that was just
Yeah.
a fun bike to mob around on, and I did some crazy hill climbs on that thing, goodness, where I couldn't turn around, I had to keep going, and I was like, "Well, this is where I die today," so I'm just hopefully, my wife gets the pin and she can come get me because it was yeah, but
Don't die. All right, I'm gonna let you look longingly at the sign. The rain is starting, so I
oh,
gotta get this
get your
bike
bike inside?
put up and then get my life together. Basically, I got my RTR. Um, you may have seen that on the Scar Hardesty Live, but I haven't ridden it in quite some time.
Yeah,
Just had been
you
taking
were
it
hating
to
on those pretty hard.
well, I mean, I have one, right? It is what it is. I understand the difference, and there is a big difference, and I
Chuck
understand
Wolf
visually what it does.
Yeah, Chuck Wolf 9869 said that, he didn't tighten the or torque the bolts down enough, and he admitted it.
There. So, yeah, definitely not the bike. Don't put that on the bike.
Yeah. What bike was that? What
I
was
think
he
it was
on?
wasn't it? It was something, wasn't it?
A what?
I don't remember. He follows pretty much the trend, but I just remember the video because it got passed around a lot of groups, insinuating that um, it was a bike failure. I mean, it was not.
Destination Fa WKED?
You can
Said, "I
say it.
love"
Fox.
fuck. Uh, he said, "I love my Monstar, best bike I have right now." Brother, I don't know where you're at, but the Escape Ranger or the Rabid e-bikes whip. If you get a chance to ride one of those, man,
Oh
I
yeah,
tell you what, changed my mind. It was my favorite
20
bike
incher,
too, but that 20-inch
20 incher
bike.
with power. That's programmed to get up to the same speed, so your low end
Yep.
torque is really good. It's just it hits every marker and it's maneuverable, right? So what you make up in a smaller turning radius when you're just like standing next to it, having to move the bike around. It's more nimble when you're actually riding it, especially at slower speeds. It's just there's just things, right?
Yeah.
So if you can try it out,
Yes. That is, it's these 20-inch bikes are so nimble when you're riding them, and I know people kinda don't like the aesthetics of having that top 2 battery on the well, I guess a down 2 battery on top, but it moves all the weight down low because these are still a heavy bike, but it doesn't feel like it when you ride them. They are so much fun to ride. That
yeah,
Monstar, you had to be paying attention, especially if you had the front motor in, because it would jump out on you pretty quick. He
yeah.
said he ordered the Ranger, didn't work out with Joel, got the Alpha Mini and wired Viper on order now.
Alpha Mini, Mike Rochester all day. Ranger is out there, so
Mike
uh,
Rod Mike
oh,
Rochester said, that's what I feel like I'm lacking a long range, powerful 20-inch tire bike. Mike, why don't you give me a call?
destination fucked. Yeah, it didn't work out with Joe. I understand that. Like, there's
Yeah,
been so much like transition. I won't call it transition of power, just transition of the who's who in situations.
yeah,
Like at the expectation of Wired was that there wasn't going to be a 20 inch, and suddenly it's a dual motor 20. And that's about as practical as the Predator, right? The Ranger, on the other hand, hell yes, and I cannot
right.
wait for the Alpha Mini. So to see what that's going to be like. I really like the Ranger and the Rabbit because the center of gravity has the batteries just right down the middle, right? So you're not going to have
Yeah.
this extended linked bike or a scenario where it could induce wobble. It's just not like that
So
in
Easy
my in my
E13,
opinion. How's that?
yeah.
Follow it up.
Easy 13 said, I really have no complaints on my 24 plus Freedom. I like the range and speed I get from the smaller controller compared to the 72-volt Scout 65 amp. So one thing, and I haven't, I'll to be completely honest, I just got my Escape Ranger in. It was damaged, so I had to replace some components to get it rideable, and it is ready to go now, which I'm going to try and get out today on. But um, have you noticed is the throttle is so good on the whip, and I'm pretty sure they're very similar, but that Bafang system, even in the highest setting, fully unlocked, if you just barely turn that throttle, you can walk next to that bike. That's how good
Mhm.
the throttle control is.
Yeah, I like it.
So,
Right, and
yeah.
the path control also. So the lowest
Yeah,
distribution of current. So you've got current as the lowest setting. You can get the speed under 10 miles an hour and still, it's still maintained with paths and you don't have to do anything. So for a lot of them, the lowest setting doesn't get you there. You're like 10 to
right.
12 miles an hour, somewhere along those lines. But the refinement is good. And that's the thing that I liked about the Alpha as well, right?
Alright.
Just that part. So I guess they got it right. I don't know about the waterproofing for that controller, but that controller is pretty nice.
It says it is, but man, it just looks like a rubber piece stuck over
Like, I'm
the
not trying
terminals.
it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip that p
I
Okay.
am too.
So I rode the whip in snow. That video I just released, you'll see it later if you decide to watch it. Um, but that thing up my 30% grade, that bike climbed it in snow and didn't spin the tire the first time. The second time I got a little carried away, but the first time it went right up that, no problems. I was blown away. I could not believe it, how good that and I rode through water, mud, because when I was doing the review on that bike, we had gotten a bunch of snow and I didn't care. I was like, I'm going anywhere. And no problems whatsoever. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I think the class is good. I like that, 72-volt power, the low end torque, the ability to get the speeds when you need them, but it's reasonable looking, it's not outlandish, you got full suspension, like, this is the sweet spot, I believe. I too also have an affinity for my 26 by 4s, so don't ever think otherwise, guys. I just like them all. Like, I can appreciate what they are. I hate when everybody asks me what's my favorite e-bike, 'cause
What's your favorite e-bike?
yeah, well, it's the Magician Alpha, but
Alpha.
there's
There you go.
reason for it, right? And my reasons may not be others, but right next to
Right.
my Magician Alpha is my Wired Warrior, and then on the other side of that is the Predator, and then down the line is the RTR, right? So it's,
Right.
and in the same shed, I'm still holding my XP 3.0, and you guys just saw my XP Lite, which sits in the back of my car. So
Yeah.
I got a bike for an occasion. You know what I
And
mean?
that's really what it comes down to is what are you gonna do that day? Like,
Yeah.
I can jump on my mini goat and I go, mobbing around and have a great time. I could, probably ride out to Florida to sea on that thing and still have plenty of battery, but the thing I don't care for on a mini goat, I kinda miss pedaling. It's the torque sensors are so good in these new bikes that they are fun to ride as a bicycle. Now, do I still use the throttle most of the time?
Your
Yep.
knees not hitting you in the chin when you ride that bike?
Not on not on this one, but you look like one of the Flintstone characters where your feet are just going like this.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
forget all that.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is. I barely
Oh,
pedal the Ranger, so you're not gonna catch me on that one. I'll just be throttle all day.
yeah, that bike's super fun. I enjoy the crap out of that mini goat. I ride it pretty often. I did anyway. I don't know. Things are changing now with this other one.
Yeah, no
But
doubt.
so
Well,
if you could
I wanna say I'm really happy for you on that. Like, I didn't mean to cut you off. I am gonna
oh
have to
yeah,
go soon, but, f to that
same.
end, like, it's a move you need to make. You need to test
Yeah.
that water. It's something you're already doing it in some way anyway, and,
Yeah.
it's a thing that people want, obviously, so
Yeah. It's
make it
been
stand and be good at it, you know? If you provide
yeah.
the things that people want, you know what everybody's after, so
Yeah,
you
exactly.
provide that, you're gonna be well on your way.
So I do have a question before you go though. How would you feel if you could get a 26-inch bike with the top tube or with the down tube battery like on the Escape Ranger instead of over the back rack?
Oh, yeah. That's the move. The problem with it is they make the Alpha Triangle is too
Too
narrow,
low. Yeah.
and then what Wire did is they put that bend in it,
Bend in it.
so it all have to be custom,
Yeah. Oh, that's
right?
true.
A custom-made battery. You're not gonna find that on the off-the-shelf scenario. But yeah,
Unless the
absolutely, right?
frame was
You have space here,
higher. Yep.
so the bar could be raised to this point. You figure out, right, you get your clamp just above. Maybe
Right.
you lose something on, seat, I don't know, but it will open this up. This suspension is, like, perfect for it because it gives a flat face,
Yep.
flush scenario, and then you get this elevated and you got a bigger triangle, so I would imagine if not 20, you could get 15 amp hours, 10 at minimum, but 10 amp hours is what you got on the rear battery of the Alpha anyway, so
Right.
and that's
And that one's
significant.
they did that for weight, didn't they?
Yeah, you can imagine like the shift forward. Um, also, I can only imagine that somewhere in there is the economics of it being a little cheaper. But
Right.
yes, right, like 0 wall. That's why the angle on the front fork is the way it is because they're trying to make sure that
They're
that's
raked
not a
way out.
problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I love it
Awesome, man.
nonetheless. Yes, sir. All right,
Well, thank
I've
you,
got to get
brother.
this stuff inside. It is starting to come down. It's not snow. I'll put
I
it
was gonna
that
say,
way,
is
but
it
it's
snow?
I understand how I guess babyish it sounds for me to my princess status is turned on, but it's gonna be in the 30s, so there is that.
That's pretty freezing.
All right, my man.
Thank you,
That's
brother.
my advice
Appreciate you.
for the Escape Ranger. I don't think you wanna get in there and start messing with, any kind of adapter. It's just too tight, right? You
Okay.
can do it, and if
Perfect.
you had to, make it, otherwise stay out of that, and then your hardest point will be getting the wires into the backside of the controller box, and once you do that, you're
Perfect.
home free. All right?
Awesome, my man. I appreciate you.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank
You
you
have a
guys.
good night and a good rest of your weekend. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you guys.
Bye.